evacuation warnings.
Exactly.
All right, here's what we're going to do,
homes here in
Richard.
this area are under evacuation warnings, but
all right, we're just getting word from our producer that Monica Munoz with San Diego Fire is speaking. I think we're going to listen in and get an update from her. Here she is.
When it comes to these types of winds that we have today, unfortunate, you're close to the coast, so you get those onshore winds. And so the winds make it challenging. The winds drive the fire, and then the terrain and the really great fuel, which is all that brush that has not burned, that's very, very dense. The last update that I got, as I said, 19 acres. So far, we've had 2 firefighters transported to Scripps La Jolla because of heat exhaustion. As you can imagine, they're wearing gear. It's hot outside. They're in direct sunlight, so it's a challenging situation for them. We are relieving some of the crews with other crews, fresh crews, so that, of course, we can avoid further illnesses due to the heat. Again, I said 19 acres. We're working with fixed-wing aircraft and helicopters. What you see now is minimal smoke production. At the present time, we've had 2,500 approximately residents evacuated from this area, and that's those that are under the mandatory evacuation order. And then we've issued warnings to approximately 1,400 residents in the area, in the geographic area that Dan mentioned a few moments ago. So San Diego County Fairgrounds, or Del Mar Fairgrounds, however you know it, is the temporary evacuation point. That's an area where anyone here can go to pause, to stand by, to call their family members, to make arrangements where they want to stay for a longer period of time. We can't at this moment give an estimate on when we're going to have the fire completely out, but we will make notifications to people when we're able to repopulate the residential areas that we've evacuated. We do, as Lieutenant Meyer said, we do ask that you comply with the orders from law enforcement. And if you're watching the news or you've been watching Twitter that we've been sharing all these updates, we strongly encourage you to get ready if you're in the evacuation warning area. So if you've been warned, that's the opportunity to prepare and get things ready and to have the most important things for you, which are documents that cannot be replaced, medications, food for your pets, anything that you might need for just estimate a couple of days being away from your home. And again, the Del Mar Fairgrounds or the San Diego County Fairgrounds is an opportunity for you to regroup or call someone to come and pick you up, or decide if you're going to wait there and just wait until we possibly can repopulate. I don't have, again, an estimate at this moment as to when we can repopulate.
Could you go back over the information that you had about the 2 firefighters that were injured?
We had 2 firefighters who've been transported to the hospital because of heat exhaustion. And that, again, not uncommon. They're wearing gear. They're doing a lot of heavy work because they're also carrying hose lines and other equipment. So, and I don't know if you know, but when we cut line, we refer to it as cutting line around a fire. That involves digging into the dirt a few inches and then, 2 to 4 feet wide as far as a path. And that is to create a barrier so that the fire doesn't continue to spread. And that is backbreaking work. So that's being done in addition to all of the resources we have in the air.
Those are both San Diego firefighters?
I don't know. 2 firefighters from this effort. Yes.
We had some reports of drones in the air. Can you confirm that? Did that hamper air operations? And what do you want to say to people who might be flying?
Thank you very much for bringing that up. Our spotters did note that there were at least 2 drones in the air. That makes not only that it's against the law, but it makes it a very, very, very dangerous situation for any aircraft in the area. So if anyone who's listening or saw the notice on Twitter, please understand we're talking about people's lives. We're talking about safety. The people who are flying in the air are doing so to protect your property and your life. So we don't want anyone flying drones anywhere near this vicinity because of the fact that it's exceedingly dangerous and it is against the law and can impede the efforts of public safety.
Can you go over again how this fire started and keep it back up?
It was a brush fire that I believe it was around 10:45 this morning that we got lots of people calling us to notify us about the fire. And we sent many crews. I believe we had 3 aircraft at that time because our goal always with brush fires, especially in areas like this that we know there's a lot of dense brush is to put as many resources on it as we can to keep it as small as we can, as quickly as we can, and get it out as quickly as we can. So that's what we did this morning. Unfortunately, because of the winds, we believe that it was a spot fire that ignited as a result of from within the containment area that we had originally set up.
I'll give you evacuation warnings as well. I just wanted to comment on the drones. They are an issue for public safety, as Monica said. It is illegal, and if we are able to identify who is flying those drones, we will seek prosecution. So I just want to reiterate how important it is that nobody fly drones in this immediate vicinity, as it is illegal and you will be prosecuted. Additionally, I just want to note that this is a mutual aid response. We are working collaboratively between agencies to address this fire as quickly as possible. And again, we are asking for everyone's cooperation in heeding those evacuation warnings so that firefighters and police officers can do their jobs.
Listening to officials from the San Diego Police Department and the San Diego Fire Department talking about the effort to fight this fire in Del Mar.
That's right. We